So we had mentioned before that on our program, we're all about being green. And what we recycle best are interview questions. And we know, Richie, that you are a huge fan of Eric Clapton. So we thought that our very special recycled interview for you would be questions that Esquire magazine had for Eric Clapton in the December 2007
Okay, but hold
issue.
on. Now, do I answer him as me or Eric Clapton?
Do I answer him as Eric Clapton?
Answer them as you, please.
Oh, okay.
You have many guitars, we're sure. Which one is your favorite and why?
Oh, my God. Guitars are like women. I like them all.
Excellent answer. Excellent answer.
Please.
Who would you say is your best friend?
God, my best friend. Jesus. Right. I have my daughter right now. My mom.
Beautiful.
My mom, my kid.
Right. How's Ava, by the way?
She's fantastic. She's coming in for the shows.
I bet you can't wait for some daddy time.
She's looking for some daddy time.
Don't you know?
We had a nice little break between the end of Europe and the beginning of America, and after this, it's all Ava time. After this,
that is fantastic. How long do you play something before you put it on tape? Let's say a solo segment for a song. You get 16 bars. Is what comes out of your head the first time what sticks, or do you usually hash something out?
You know what? I tell you what. Usually, lately it's been coming out in one take, which is really, really cool. But that's not the case all the time. Sometimes you have to, if it's something different you're striving for, like a different sound or a different color for a particular song, it takes you a little while to get there.
Okay.
But, I must say, I'm a first taker and a couple of times, I guess it comes out of being a studio musician.
That's
for a couple
impressive.
years.
And the other thing that is really cool for fans and people who go to see you live, you are amazingly true to all that. For those who want to hear it just like it's on the record, it's not always exactly like the record, but it's close enough that...
You know what? There's certain stuff that I try to do exactly like the record so that people get there. I'm very giving in that way. And then other songs, it's time for me to jam.
Yeah.
And I get to do what I want to do. And usually that's, for me, the more interesting anyway. But
right. You have to realize how much love is out there for you when you have your time in the show and you sing. I've seen you do a couple different things and sing some songs about, help from your friends. And the place, if you can't sense it from where you are, where we are in the crowd, the people just go absolutely freaking nuts for you, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I enjoy that whole thing and the whole singing part.
Another question from our recycled interview. iTunes, Guitar Hero, DVR, all these modern technologies, do you use any of them?
Yeah, I do, but I stink at Guitar Hero.
Do you really?
My kid beats the hell out of me in Guitar Hero. That has nothing to do with guitar playing, actually.
Nothing at all. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's the biggest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, pick it up. I am a complete invalid on that thing, man.
A kid will spend 6 hours a day in front of the screen for Guitar Hero.
My kid just kicks my ass in Rock Band and Guitar Hero. It's just unbelievable.
Our last recycled interview question. Eric Clapton wrote a book. It left no stone unturned and told many, many secrets. There was also an accompanying CD. Is there a book or memoirs in your future?
Never. No, maybe right before I die.
Taking it to the grave.
We started writing a biography, and we all looked at the first 2 chapters and went, "Boy, this stinks, man." We just shelved it. Nobody wanted to open up to nothing, man. We wanted to keep our, we never were a kind of band that kind of built our reputation on our escapades and the things we did, and to write another one of those books that everybody writes, we just said no. But what we're doing now is actually filming a documentary.
Really?
And we've been archiving a bunch of stuff, and also we are actually filming for this documentary package that's going to be coming out in the future. I'm not sure what it's called or what's going to be happening, but we're going to film these 2 garden shows coming up. So.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man. So everybody's going to be in the DVD. So everybody's coming to the garden. Yeah.
Some of your earliest videos were all live concert footage, and you can't look away, man. You guys on stage.
We're trying, and we're going back and we're looking at all our archival footage and all that kind of stuff, and we're putting it out.
Very cool. Here's where we are. Going to keep the phones open for 5 more minutes before we got to bust out of here.
Okay, and let me clarify this.
Yes.
I'm going to match both guitars, both packages.
Oh, come on now.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, so come on.
So if it ends right now, package 1 goes to Bob in Edison at $13,000. Package number 2 goes to Stephanie in Wyckoff at $12,500. which would bring our total with your match to $51,000.
That's great.
For the Care for
Keep
Kelly
it coming.
Fund.
Come on.
All right, let's do some traffic with Heather O'Rourke, and then we're going to catch one more story and add it all up before we say bye-bye. Congratulations, and thank you very much for being here today. The success of the Lost Highway Tour.
Thank you guys. You guys are the best for having me, man. And we're helping somebody out together. That's a real beautiful thing.
Now, what is on the table for you come Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock?
Sleep for about 2 months. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna be hanging out on the East Coast with my family, my mom and my kid.
Good.
Taking it easy, and then
get Aunt Loretta to make some sauce.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
And then we're gonna. We got some vacations planned for August, and then getting Neva ready for school, and I'm going to be... It's the craziest thing, man. I have the strangest dichotomy of life. I'm like a rock star running around the world, and then I get home, and I'm just dad taking out the garbage.
Exactly. Beautiful. Couple more quick things we want to ask you about before we officially close this down and ask for checks. So there was a mention in a Billboard article for an interview that I think John had done, where he talked about not knowing what's next. Is it a break? Is it solo projects? Is it extended time off? What do you think the immediate future holds?
For us, it's never a break, really. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to throw down and make some music on a solo level myself, obviously.
Right.
That'd be a good thing. Last time I made a solo record was, almost 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm ready to do something. Nowadays the outlook of what an album looks like, I can just go out and put out a couple of songs. I'm definitely got some ideas. I have a lot of life experience, obviously, in the last 3 years to write about. And but Bon Jovi is one of those things that's an ongoing thing. It's never done. I mean, the minute John feels like going to work, he just calls me up and we get together and we start going.
That's right.
And it's not like a big thing, It's like
tune it up, my friend.
It's just like, hey, tune the guitars up and hit the tape recorder and let's go write some songs and see what happens. So
one extracurricular activity I know you're interested in happens to be taking place shortly after you get off stage tomorrow. I see that the Philly Soul have a playoff game around 10:28.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, we're playing Cleveland. If we get through Cleveland, we're going to the Arena Bowl, which is the Super Bowl for the AFL, and we are just stoked.
How strategically timed. Was that game always at 10:28, or did they move it knowing that you'd probably be getting off stage in Central Park at 10:50?
I have no idea, man.
We are looking forward to not only tomorrow night at Central Park, but the closing of the Lost Highway Tour downstairs at Madison Square Garden.
It's going to be a garden party.
The great thing we know is if it's all filmed and going to DVD, that a few months afterwards we can relive it again until we see you guys with fresh material, because the Bon Jovi fans have already said, you tell him before he leaves not to wait too long, because the Bon Jovi withdrawal is a bitch. Richie, thank you so very much.
Thank you, guys. You've been just so great to be here, and thank you so much.
Our grand total for our high auction bid winners and your match, $53,000 for the Care for Kelly campaign.
Right on.
Thanks so very much. One more song from the boys, as John would say at the end. Please rise. The national anthem is not far away, and this is one of them that started it all.
Next stop, Central Park.
We'll see you there, my friend. Thanks for coming by. Little bit of business, Wanted Dead or Alive, and then Blake Hayes and the At Work Network coming up on New York's 95.5 PLJ.
Yeah, man.